What if the most dangerous weapon on the battlefield made no sound at all? No explosion, no warning, no time to react. In modern warfare, silence is no longer safe. It's death. Tonight, we reveal how Israel's silent weapon is quietly rewriting the rules of war. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Imagine a battlefield where soldiers hear nothing and no jets overhead, no missile launch, no incoming threat, yet targets are neutralized with surgical precision. This is not science fiction, this is the reality of silent warfare. Israel, a nation forged under constant threat, has mastered a new doctrine where noise is a liability and silence is supremacy. While the world focuses on hypersonic speed and raw firepower, Israel has gone in the opposite direction, reducing signatures, erasing detection, and striking without announcing presence. What makes this shocking is not just the technology itself, but how long it has been operational without public confirmation. From suppressed launch systems to low-observable drones and electronic kill mechanisms, these weapons do not seek attention, they avoid it. The first time an adversary realizes they are under attack is often when systems fail, defenses collapse, or command structures go dark. This opening section sets the stage for understanding a brutal truth of modern combat. The loudest weapons are no longer the deadliest. Silence now delivers the first and final blow. Israel's silent weapon philosophy is rooted in survival. Surrounded by hostile actors and limited by geography, Israel cannot afford prolonged conflicts. Every engagement must be fast, precise, and decisive. Silent kill technology enables exactly that. These systems are designed to neutralize targets before escalation begins. Instead of alerting enemy radar, acoustic sensors, or early warning networks, silent systems operate below detection thresholds. This includes low noise propulsion, minimal heat output, and electromagnetic discipline that avoids revealing position. The result is dominance before the enemy understands the battlefield has changed. What's most important is that silence is not just physical, it's digital. Networks are disrupted without visible damage. Communications fail without explosions. Units become isolated without knowing why. This transforms warfare into psychological paralysis. By the time the enemy responds, the engagement is already lost. Israel's doctrine proves that modern wars are no longer won by who strikes hardest but by who strikes unseen. One major component of this silent arsenal is low-observable unmanned systems. Unlike conventional drones that announce themselves with sound and radar signatures, these platforms are engineered for near imperceptibility. Special airframe geometry, advanced materials, and precision flight profiles allow them to operate deep inside contested airspace. They gather intelligence, designate targets, or execute strikes without triggering alarms. These systems blur the line between surveillance and attack. An adversary may believe they are being watched if they notice anything at all, when in reality, the kill decision has already been made. Silent drones also reduce political and military escalation because their use often remains deniable. No wreckage, no clear launch point, no immediate attribution. This ambiguity is strategic gold. It allows Israel to shape the battlefield without forcing open confrontation, maintaining dominance while avoiding full-scale war. Another terrifying dimension of silent warfare is electronic and cyber-enabled killing. No missile is launched, no projectile flies. Instead, systems simply stop working. Air defenses shut down, vehicles stall, command centers lose connectivity. This is silent destruction at its most effective. Israel is widely regarded as a global leader in electronic warfare, integrating cyber tools directly with kinetic operations. When combined, these capabilities create a battlefield where the enemy is blinded, deafened, and confused, often without knowing why. Silent electronic attacks can precede physical strikes or completely replace them. In some cases, the objective is achieved without a single visible explosion. This changes how wars are measured. Victory is no longer counted in craters, but in systems neutralized and decisions disrupted. Silence also protects the attacker. Traditional weapons expose launch positions through sound, heat, or radar. Silent systems dramatically reduce this risk. For Israel, this means survivability. Aircraft, ground units, and naval platforms can operate closer to hostile zones without revealing themselves. This allows continuous pressure without inviting retaliation. Over time, this erodes enemy morale. Forces begin to fear an invisible threat they cannot locate or counter. The psychological impact is immense. Soldiers hesitate, commanders delay decisions. O Macron U grave O section O superscript 1 becomes reactive instead of proactive. Silence becomes a weapon of fear. Strategically, silent weapons alter deterrence. When an adversary knows they can be neutralized without warning, traditional calculations collapse. Deterrence is no longer about visible strength, it's about unseen capability. Israel leverages this by maintaining ambiguity. Officials rarely confirm details, allowing speculation to amplify fear. This uncertainty forces opponents to assume worst-case scenarios. Every radar anomaly, every system failure could signal an unseen strike. This constant tension drains resources and attention, weakening adversaries without open conflict. Global militaries are watching closely. What Israel has demonstrated is a preview of future warfare. Nations now race to reduce acoustic, thermal, and electromagnetic signatures. Loud power is being replaced by quiet precision. Armies that fail to adapt risk becoming obsolete. Silent warfare favors intelligence, integration, and discipline over sheer numbers. It rewards those who invest in quality over quantity. Israel's success proves that smaller forces can dominate larger ones if they control information and perception. Ethically and legally, silent weapons raise complex questions. When destruction leaves no visible trace, accountability becomes harder. Attribution becomes uncertain. This challenges existing laws of armed conflict. Israel operates within a tight legal framework, but the technology itself is neutral, others may not. As silent weapons spread, the world may face conflicts where attacks occur without acknowledgement, blurring the line between peace and war. This makes transparency and oversight more critical than ever. The future battlefield will be quiet. Sensors will listen for what isn't there. Commanders will fear silence more than noise. Israel's silent weapon is not a single device, it is a philosophy, a way of fighting that prioritizes invisibility, speed, and control. It represents a fundamental shift in how power is applied. Those who master silence will dominate escalation, timing, and outcome. Those who rely on noise will be detected, targeted, and defeated. As we conclude, remember this: wars are no longer announced, they begin in silence. Israel's quiet kill technology shows us a future where victory is achieved before the enemy even knows the battle has started. This is not about louder explosions or faster missiles, it's about erasing the moment of reaction. In that space between awareness and response, silent weapons decide everything. If you value deep military analysis and hidden truths of modern warfare, like this video, subscribe to Warvex Intelligence, and turn on notifications. Share this with anyone who believes the future of war will be louder because silence is already winning.